Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. So I tried to make today's set really simple. So I already have the bases done. I have 2 white nails and 3 black nails. And we are going to do some white stamping over the black nails, some black stamping over the white nails, and then we're going to add a jelly gel color over that to kind of transform the nails. So these are not going to be black and white nails, but they do look really cool black and white. I'm not going to lie. So I'm just going to go on and stamp these flowers just to kind of stay with the spring theme I have going, even though I woke up this morning and it is snowing again. We've had super nice weather the last probably week. I'm like low 50s, mid 40s, beautiful sunshiny days, like deceiving us into thinking that spring is here. And now it's snowing again. I don't think it's gonna do much. It shouldn't. The temp today is 34 is right now, and the high is like 44. So it's not gonna do much damage, but it's just funny to like feel like spring is here and then wake up and it's snowing. Also not surprising. So this is more like the nails are kind of like, I want to show you guys how to do this this kind of look, but this video is more based around how I apply my press-ons, my prep for my press-ons to get an easy pop off, not for longevity. And I say easy pop off, but I don't mean like put them on and then take them right back off. That's not what I'm trying to imply. This method so far I've gotten about 5 days out of a set doing this. Could I get more? Maybe. I just don't really try to go for more. The longest I usually wear my nails is like Friday to Monday or Tuesday, just depending on what I have going on. So this isn't designed to get like 3+ weeks. Could you? You shouldn't, but I don't know. Like every time I take my nails off, I'm like, oh, these could have lasted so much longer. And I will show you guys the pop off, and I will show you guys one of the days in between. I meant to like do updates throughout the few days that I was wearing them, but I was really busy cleaning out my nail room and doing a lot of rearranging and stuff. So I kind of got a little sidetracked. But there is one clip showing you guys what they look like kind of midway through. So I'm going to let you guys watch this stamping. Actually, I think we're almost done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the last nail, so I'm not even going to bother like doing that. So this is what they're looking like. They're really pretty black and white, but I wanted to add some color because spring color, that's how it works. So this is the jelly. It's from Born Pretty. It's the Garden Ice Jelly Collection. Garden Party, I think is what it's called. And I'm just going to paint this pink over it. And gel is really nice over stamps. I've only had like one gel, and I think it's because didn't have enough gel, so I wasn't really floating the product over. I was kind of just like pressing really hard. But usually gel does not smudge stamps. That's a really nice thing about if you use gel or can use gel is you're not going to smudge your stamp, so you don't need a smudge-free top coat. The only negative is on a couple nails, and I didn't notice until I was completely done curing the top coat. And I am going to go in with a matte top coat as well. But I didn't notice that there was a couple spots of pink that either I completely missed, which I find very hard to believe, or they shrunk a little bit and pulled the pink out, and so it's like there's like a couple white spots on the nails. Again, because I was doing this more for the process of how I'm applying my nails and getting a few days wear, but then an easy pop off so that I do not damage my natural nails in any way. I just wanted to show you guys. So I wasn't too worried about it. It would have looked better if there was no white spots on the nails, but it happened and I wasn't going to redo it. So we just dealt with it. So I did do a base coat, by the way, just for the record, after I did the stamps. I'm trying to not make the video too long, especially when it comes to actually designing the nails. But I did do a base coat first and then the jelly color. So we've got all of that applied. We are going to cure that. as soon as I'm done showing you guys what they look like. And then we're going to go in with this matte top coat. Don't, I think I do show every nail, so sorry, because I know it's like kind of gets a little repetitive, but I do try to speed through it. And if you guys notice my camera like shifting like as I'm doing it, I did find this like new feature on my camera. I didn't click on anything. It just kind of happened. But it makes it so that the camera adjusts so that I don't get blurred anymore. You know, like before, like when I would have both hands in the frame, it would like blur out the nail. It doesn't do that anymore, but the camera kind of adjusts itself so that it doesn't do that. And because of that, it looks like the camera is like shifting left to right. So it just happened, literally. So that's what that is. Don't pay any attention to that. Just pretend it's not happening. Okay, so as soon as I am done getting this matte top coat on, we will cure these. I do think these look really good matte, but I think they would have looked really pretty shiny too. There's something about matte and nail art designs, whether it be hand painting or stamping, even decals, matte just makes them pop. It really brings out the design. So I do this to all the nails, but I don't leave it in just because it does get really repetitive. But I do just kind of file around the edges. And that's just because the stamp, when I stamp it on, because it's a full cover stamp, it kind of overhangs a little bit. So there might be some like, just chilling underneath. And I don't really want to put that directly onto my nail. So I just kind of file around the edges, get off anything that might be there, dust off the nails, and then I will take a lint-free wipe with some alcohol and I will wipe off the nails so they're nice and clean for application. And then after I am done doing this part, I need to get these nails prepped. So I'm going to pull them off, and one by one I'm just going to size them, make sure that they still work. For some reason, my pinky always shrinks a little bit during the process. I don't know what that is. I can't figure it out. So it still fits the nail, but it was kind of a tight squeeze. It's not really what I want, but the pinky stayed on just fine throughout the entire time I was wearing them. So it wasn't an issue. I thought it might be, but it wasn't. But I am going to speed this part up just because it takes a minute and it's really repetitive. But this part I find to be pretty important, especially if you're going for longevity. But for me, because I'm not, but I also don't want them to pop off right away, I find it to be an important step. So I'm just kind of buffing the inside. A lot of tips come pre-etched. I personally don't find that good enough. So no matter what, I always still go in and buff the inside. I know some people use like a nail primer, and just do it like chemically etch the inside. I have done that before and it's worked fine. So it probably would save time, but, yeah, I don't know. This is just my go-to method. I probably wasting time, but at least I'm not wasting product, and product's kind of expensive. So, anyway. So I got my glove off. I cleaned my nails with some alcohol just to make sure they were nice and clean, didn't have any dust on them. And now I'm going to do the weird part. I'm going in and I'm slathering the nail, like the actual nail. You can see me putting this on my actual nail with cuticle oil. This is like, you have to do this for this method to work. And unfortunately, if you can't use gel, this method is not for you. And I really do apologize. But for those that can use gel, this is kind of a cool trick that I saw, and I saw on another YouTuber's video, Nailed by Brandy. I will link the video that I saw this on just so that you guys can see that, because it's not my idea. I don't believe it's hers either. I think she's mentioned in her videos before that she saw this from someone else, but unfortunately, I don't know who that someone else is. I saw her do it. I was like, oh, I'm going to try that. So cuticle oil, the nails. Do not wipe that cuticle off. Just wipe it in. Just rub it in. And then go in with a gel top coat. And it does take a little bit of time because you've got to make sure that the top coat, because when you first put it on, it might spread a little bit. And it doesn't want to stick to the cuticle oil, which is the whole point of it. Is that it's not going to stick well to the cuticle oil. So it's going to give you a temporary base, if that makes sense. So we're going to get all the nails done. I don't show the thumb on camera, but I do the thumb as well. And I also do the other hand off camera. But we're going to, once we get all the gel top coat on, we will cure this. Like I said, it just takes, you got to really watch your nail because it wants to kind of spread out and then leave spots where there's no top coat. So you just need to go over it a few times like I'm doing. Like I'm literally going over and over and over and over. So we've got our top coat on. We've got it cured. Now I'm going to take, and this is a trick that I learned from Carol and Annette a long, long time ago, but I'm going to take some activator and I'm going to put it in the tip. And this will just help the glue that I use harden or dry faster, because that's what activator is. It hardens glue. So if you do this, it's not going to harden the glue right away. I'm going to use the Curve Life glue, but you could use the Dashing Diva. You can use the, like the, you know, the liquid nail glues work as well. I've tried it with those as well, and that works fine. This just happened to be what I pulled out, so this is what I used. Put a little bit in there. I don't need a lot because I have a small hard gel, small. I have a thin layer of hard gel on my natural nails to protect them. So I don't need a lot. You would, you know, you're just going to have to base this on what your nail, on what you need. Whew, words. I didn't struggle until now, but now I am struggling with words. You don't have to hold it down for long. This is one of the things I like about the Curve Life. Over there's that white spot over the Dashing Diva, is it does dry much faster. Unfortunately, I'm at the end of this bottle, and I don't think I'm going to buy more because I do have 2 full tubes of the Dashing Diva. So I don't really want to buy more glue until I use those up. I also have a decent amount of like regular nail glue. I don't want to buy more nail glue until I use up the nail glue that I have that works perfectly fine. I do just really like this stuff because it dries. It's got that thick jelly consistency, but it dries really quickly. But it's also really stringy and sticky, so that's kind of obnoxious, but that's okay. It works great. So I hold it down for about, I mean, this is sped up a little bit, but I hold it down for about 15 to 20 seconds just to make sure it's really like stuck in place before I let go. But again, it dries down really, really fast. And it's really, I don't know. I really like this glue. I'm kind of bummed that I'm at the end of my bottle and I probably won't be able to use it again. So we've got that one done, and now we're about to have both hands done in just a second. You'll see. I'm not lying. There we go. Boom. Both hands done. So normally this is the part of the video where I would say my goodbyes, but we're not going to do that. So I'm just showing you guys right now, even though I just applied these, they're nice and strong. They are, I mean, could I pop them off right now? Yes. But you do, so far for me, the only way I'm going to pop them off, other than like jamming a finger on accident, is by using a cuticle stick, which is how I have to pop them off when I do pop them off. So we're getting our cuticle oil on because, again, this video is not ending here. It actually doesn't end for a few days after this. So I think I did this on Tuesday of last week, and I wore them until Friday. So, and I did them like Tuesday morning. So Thursday, Friday. So I wore them for almost 4 full days. I think I popped them off like Friday midday. I was in the middle of cleaning out my nail room, and I was like, oh, you know, I should record this before the weekend so that I can upload it on Monday or Tuesday. So I did. So, because they're matte, I'm going in with an alcohol wipe just to get that cuticle oil off all the nails so that I can take some pictures, even though I totally forgot to take pictures that day. And luckily I did get pictures before I popped these off. But this is pretty much the end of this segment. in a minute. Man, draw this out or something. Okay, and now we're into this is like Thursday. I had to go to town, so I was like, oh, I will do a little update. I'm just kind of showing you guys they are really strong still. No issues. And now this is Friday, and I'm showing you guys again how like they are on there. There's zero lifting. They're nice and flush with the cuticle still. They're awesome. I mean, I could have definitely kept these on through the weekend if I wanted to. The only reason I didn't is because of the project I was working on in my nail room was like really, I needed my hands a lot. So, I just find it helpful to add a little bit of cuticle oil. Do you have to do this step? Probably not. I also add some underneath the nails, under the free edge. I don't, I'm not saying this step is a must. I just find it helpful to have some cuticle oil on before I pop off. So all I need to do is get a little bit of a lifting in the corner of the nail with my cuticle stick. And then I can kind of guide the cuticle stick underneath that nail. And this one's about to pop off any second. Boom, off. And my nail underneath is perfectly fine. There is a little glue residue on it, but other than that, there is zero damage. It does not pull up my hard gel layer at all. No lifting of the hard gel. The hard gel is perfectly intact. And they just fly. I mean, they literally are just going to pop off so easy. Now, just for the record, I have done this with the UNT peel base because UNT is my go-to peel base. And it works just fine if you want to put the pictures on oh my God, put the nails on. And then, I don't know, if you're lucky, you may get pictures, you may not, because they pop off immediately. You will not get anywhere using the UNT peel base. I've tried the peel base just like towards the free edge. No, it doesn't work. So this is my go-to method. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.